guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerd and Nummies. Today I have a special guest, Greg.
Hey guys.
He's a special effects artist from Barnyard Effects, and today we are going to be making a birthday cake for
Red 5, my art director at Barnyard Effects.
She is really cool, and she loves Star Wars.
Star Wars and cake, two things everybody loves.
Star Wars.
Cake, like the Death Star.
Look at that Death Star. Let's get started. The things that we used to make this cake were, this is a 9 by 13 pan, and it's a little bit deeper than most cake pans because it's about 2 inches deep, because we're gonna make a lot of cake. We're gonna make a big trench.
Big party.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big party. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put this down. But I already pre-make the cake, and we thought it'd be really cool. Greg had the idea to make it red velvet cake because
Red 5, that's her favorite.
Because it is so cool, it's so creative. So what we did is we made 2 of these cakes. I'm only showing one right now because we didn't have enough room on the table, but this is one of them. And the other things you will need will be...
We need a spatula, a cake leveler to flatten it out, and a giant bowl of cream cheese icing.
So the first thing that we're gonna do is level our cakes. So the first thing I did is I leveled the top layer just to make it really flat. And then I'm setting this on the lowest setting, and you're just gonna level the cake, make a cut all the way through so it cuts the cake in half. Now the second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our cake 6 inches. Going 6 inches.
6 inches of cake. So hopefully I will leave with as many fingers as I came with.
I hope you do too. Ta-da! So that's what you're gonna wanna do, and now we're gonna do this to our second cake. We just got our first 2 pieces in. It's already starting to look like a trench. And now we did cake, and now we're gonna do icing. What you're gonna do is I put a lot of cream cheese frosting, because it goes really good with red velvet cake, into this plastic bag. And I'm just gonna pipe it down, and Greg is gonna smooth it out.
Can I go like bzz, bzz, when I'm doing it?
I think you'll probably frost better if you make those noises. Now we've got our 2 cakes assembled, and we are gonna frost the entire thing, but we're gonna use a really thin layer this time. Not as thick as we did with the middle layer. We're just gonna do a really thin coat all the way around because we're gonna put fondant on the top of it. High five!
So the next step is to roll out the fondant.
Yep. Great. Oh! Great. The ball of fondant, he made it look like a Death Star.
Should we just leave it at that and call it quits?
Yeah. Done. Happy birthday, Red. Here's your cake. A ball of fondant. Okay, so since it's really sticky because it's really warm, what you're gonna do is on top of wax paper, you're gonna sprinkle a little powdered sugar so that it won't stick to the table.
It's like a scene from Scarface.
Yeah. We just got our gray fondant all rolled out. Greg did a great job. And now we got our cakes out of the fridge, and we're gonna roll it up onto this big plastic roller and then roll it over one of the cakes. We just rolled out the gray fondant for the second cake, and now I'm gonna pass the torch.
Don't make me nervous.
Okay. Okay, once you got the fondant on both of the cakes, Greg got these awesome photos. Check them out.
The surface of the Death Star looks super, super intricate, but what it really was a bunch of little tiles, little squares with different designs that
Oh, there we go.
kind of look like this. So I found this on the internet. Someone had actually recreated all the individual shapes. So basically what I want to do is make these in fondant.
I'm gonna have Greg show you the steps of how to make these tiles because he came up with the system of how to do these. So, and he's gonna be using a lot of different, these are just little metal cookie cutters. So let's see. Should I pick one?
Pick one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's do this one.
Nice.
This one.
Well, my idea with the fondant was to do it just like you would do it if you were building the actual model pieces for the Death Star. So we have these different shapes.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut them out. The measurements of the cake work to 2-inch increments. So we'll go with 2-inch square. So then we need a circle. And then the thing with the Death Star surface is that it has a lot of different levels and a lot of different details. So you want to make, you can make duplicates, but the more rangy, the better it'll look. And the more height variation, the better. Because if you put too many of the same layers, when we put it on there, it's just going to all look flat again. So.
If everyone's the same size, it's boring. You want a lot of height variation. So this is what one of them looks like.
So that's
they look
one.
pretty cool.
So now we need to make like
a bunch of them. We gotta get to work.
Like 30 more.
Yeah, so we're gonna make about 30 of them. Just take your time, have fun with it. We made all of these. Aren't they awesome? They look so good. Greg designed them and I helped cut out the shapes and kind of...
I just copied the pictures.
And I just copied him.
So to make it stick to this fondant, you can take a brush and some water and just put a little bit of water on the surface and it'll help bind this to the cake. All right, now we just do that like 100 more times.
We're just gonna cover the whole cake. We just finished putting all the tiles on the cake. Greg did a great job. These look amazing, but we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna make this even crazier. Greg,
but wait,
do you wanna show them what you made?
Yeah, well, you know, because it's the Death Star and everyone knows the scene and where everything's flying around and there's the turrets with the cannons on it. You can't have a surface of a Death Star without the laser turrets.
They're so cool. Those are awesome.
I want to eat it, which is weird. I've never made a model that I wanted to eat before. But I took a wafer cookie that was like the right length, and because the fondant, like kind of when you're working with it and it's soft, it keeps falling over. I wanted something edible that I can stick in there. So I put a wafer cookie, and then I just kept pushing the fondant around it and used some of those little dental tools to make some shape. And then I stuck 2 pieces of pretzel, like little pretzel sticks. Stuck those in there, wrapped some fondant around it, and made the little guns. And that will go here.
Right on.
But then I made another one, and
Even
I figured
got crazier. This
it's
is
even crazier.
Look, it's shooting.
There's no point in having laser turrets if there's no lasers coming out. So I made that.
That is amazing. The last detail of the cake, Greg made this. It is amazing. This yummy edible. I can't even. Okay, Greg's gonna have to tell you about it because it is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's probably the tastiest model I've ever made.
So
but this is Luke Skywalker, who's Red 5, going through the trench with Darth Vader chasing him with his very specific angled wing TIE fighter. So the X-Wing is, the body is made out of fondant, which is on a piece of wire. The wings are made out of graham crackers. These are obviously pretzel sticks, because I wanted something like long and thin and edible. The thrusters are also pretzel sticks that I wrapped in fondant.
yum yum yum.
And then the engines and the intakes are Good and Plenty.
Little candies.
Yeah, and they were like the exact size that I needed, and they were also white. But then all the details, I used these edible markers.
And then you also have the lasers shooting out. Oh my gosh.
And then the actual like cockpit area is one of your gumballs.
That's right. He used a gumball from Dirty Nummies
Right
back
off the
here.
set.
This looks amazing.
And that's Darth Vader and Red 5.
I'm so excited. We're finally going to put the last piece in. Greg is doing the honors because he did such a good job, and I'm so excited.
Oh, sure. Leave it to me. What
Yeah.
if I mess it up?
Let me stand back. Pew, 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 pew. I'll do the sound effects. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Ta-da! We just finished the cake, this amazing cake, thanks to Greg. Most detailed cake ever probably done on Dirty Nummies. It's so cool.
Oh, thank you. I still have a lot to learn, but with you as my personal cake Yoda, I think I can master the art.
Teach you baking, I will. All right, I'm gonna put all of Greg's links down below. We started him on YouTube, so we got him a YouTube channel, and there's a ton of behind the scenes videos that are there right now because in addition to working on Hollywood films, he also works on a lot of new media projects that you would probably recognize. Like The Guild or Dragon Age or tons of bazillion
There's a
other
few.
ones. Yeah, there's a few. So I'll put his links all down below, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so go check him out. He's super cool and super talented.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thanks you guys. If you have any other suggestions for any other nutty nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. Okay, bye you guys. Bye-bye.
Can I get one of those gumballs?
Yeah. You can have a couple of them. I think he earned them, right? And the most important part of today is 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Red 5!
Imagine if Darth Vader actually had to build the Death Star out of cake.
He would have been
been-
so fat.
The galaxy would have been a happier place, though.
He would have been breathing even harder. He would have been like...